All right. Hello. Welcome to episode 4. This is exciting. This is being recorded on June 10th. I think it will be aired some other day. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. This should be aired on the 18th, so it should be aired in 8 days. This is really about addressing the fact that as you start going with your finances and as you start doing your own thing, you're going to be alone. And I think it's really good to throw this in at the very beginning. Right now I have very few subscribers to the channel. Let's see so you guys can have a fun little flashback. Eventually. Oh, hold on. That's back. There we go. All right, here. Well, when it loads. If it loads. Hold on, let me do that. And try again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And then again. And then again. And there we go. Okay. It says I have 11 subscribers. And I also want you to see that this first week has already been a little crazy because I was up to 18 subscribers, then I was to 12 subscribers, now I'm at 11 subscribers, and it's all within the first week. And what's really funny is that people socializing with me is growing. Like, more people are asking me about the channel, more people are really interested in what I'm saying and what I'm teaching. So if you just go about according to the social media numbers, a lot of people would say I have a flop on my hands. And that's fine by me. Totally fine. I like having my space. And that's kind of what this current episode is going to be about. I just put it lock alone because you really are alone. I mean, you know, if majority of the planet is not handling their finances and you decide that handling your finances is going to become a priority in your life, by definition, by just sheer statistics, you're going to be alone. So I really want you to understand that. Now, there we go. Maybe? There we go. All right. I want you to remember this because I say it often. Always alone, but never by yourself. Okay? I am always alone. Absolutely always alone, but I'm never by myself. So you're always alone in your head because nobody else has your thoughts. Nobody else has your way of thinking or of strategizing or planning. Okay? Nobody else has that. But you are never by yourself because your actions will always, always, always influence others. Okay? First and foremost, welcome, Lock Tribe. How are awesome people today? I want you to know you do honor me. We've started up some great conversations, and it's been really helpful. I know I'll get a little bit of slack because I'm wearing my real estate look instead of my lock look right now. But we haven't gotten the shirts or the hats yet, so okay, give me some slack, all right? Yeah, whenever I do real estate, I'm in the navy blue with the white polka dots. It's just a really great, subtle, feminine way of standing out. I used to do red, like bright red, and that was, long story short, juvenile, and it just screamed desperation, and it attracted the wrong kind of attention. It really did. Like, a lot of people just thought that I wasn't serious about what I'm doing. Not to mention, I don't really like the color red as a clothing article. So, talking to some of my mentors and working it out and just getting feedback and such, they were like, well, what do you like? Like, go out there, find something, just find a piece of something that really is attracted to you. And I went out and I found a purse, and it was a navy blue with the white polka dots, and it had a light brown leather on it. It might have been pleather, I don't know, but you know what I mean. And the look of it and the functionality of it, I said, you know, that's really me. Like, that's who I am. I like sophisticated lady. That's who I am. That's what I like at my core. And they said, okay, so how about you start slowly building around that? And so it's a navy blue with white polka dots with gray shorts. And I just realized that I should probably be doing this on the live instead of in the episode. But, you know, some things are going to mix over. So there you go. There's a behind the scenes tidbit. And if you want more, go see our lock journals, the playlist for lock journals. There we go. All right. Let's just get the show on the road. All right. So you are alone because you're the only one inside of your brain. Okay, you're the only one who can interpret your perceptions of what's going on in your life. Loneliness is when you think others don't care. Being alone is no problem. Being alone is awesome and fantastic and rejuvenating. But if you're lonely when you're alone, it's because you're telling yourself that a person or many people don't care about you. So I want you to know that Lock Tribe cares. Okay, I mean, that's what we're here for. We're here to support each other. But remember, you're always going to be alone. But just because you're alone in your journey doesn't mean you need to feel lonely. Now, never by yourself, because what you do, others do respond to. Okay, you can't control how they respond, but they will respond. And it is their responsibility of how they respond. Okay, you cannot make anyone do anything or feel anything. You make me so mad. No, you choose to be mad when I do something. You can certainly ask me not to do it, but you cannot assign your responsibility to me. I am not responsible for your reactions. But your actions can strongly influence situations, okay? So let's whoosah. I want you to kind of think, are you alone? Even if you're in a crowded room, can you be alone? If you can really harness that power, and I think the fad is calling it mindfulness, it is a power to know that you are alone, but never by yourself. It really keeps you grounded in the moment. All right. One more touch on this loneliness versus alone, okay? Because you're alone even in a crowd. That doesn't mean you have to be lonely, okay? Alone is when no one else has the ability to change your path. That means even if someone's talking at you, I mean, how many times does it happen? Somebody's talking at you, but you're thinking of something else. Their words, their actions have completely no penetration to your brain. You're somewhere else. You've experienced that. Now, loneliness is when you think no one cares about your well-being. We've most likely had that situation where there was that one person that, gosh, I really wanted them to call, and I called and left a voicemail and they didn't respond back, and I don't think they really care. I don't think I mean as much to them as they do to me, and that's when you start feeling lonely, okay? And you could be with a bunch of friends when you start thinking these thoughts, and now you're feeling completely lonely, even though you're surrounded by people who love you. So I really want you to understand that being alone is not the same as being lonely. You can be alone and feel completely emotionally satisfied. Okay, when I'm by myself, I don't know if I can really quick. See, there's nobody. There's nobody here helping me with this recording. Okay, I am alone right now, and I'm emotionally comfortable with that. Other than Bra getting into my side, that's not comfortable. Now you can also be in a crowded room full of friends and feel lonely, like I said earlier. So I want you to know, Lock Tribe takes care of our own needs so that we are never emotionally lacking in our lives. Okay, that's really, really important. That is definitely going to affect all 4 of your accounts. You really need to understand that you need to emotionally take care of your needs, because people buy emotion. They don't buy things, they buy emotion. So if you are a type of person where you feel lonely, I need you to become like hyper aware. Buy a journal. Buy a journal, or start a folder where you can have some loose stuff, or even just having a few notebooks or something. Just get whatever you need to keep track of that. When you feel lonely, why you feel lonely, who is it that you think doesn't care, and why do they need to care? Okay? That's really going to help you in the future with the Lock Tribe. But for now, just understand the difference. There is a difference between loneliness and being alone. Now, you are never by yourself, okay? Now, Lock Tribe knows that in a world of 8 billion humans, that's B, as Uncle G would say, 8 billion humans, you will find people who agree with you. You're going to. It's just straight statistics. How many? I don't know, but you're going to find somebody, okay? So you're never by yourself. And you are never defeated, because you know that there are more people to network with and to advertise to. Have you talked to 8 billion people? I mean, hell, Facebook maxes you out at only 5,000. Come on. Now, we also surround ourselves with Lock Tribe, okay? So we always have a community that cares about us and supports our entrepreneurial adventures. whether that's really adventural or not adventural at all. We still have people who support us around it. Like just tonight, my friend Denise, you know, she has already subscribed to the YouTube channel where I was in all red. That was the theme of it, for just a generalized like motivational speaker thing. They got me to finally start doing that. And like I said, I've gotten away from that, and I've moved toward this. And she never once ridiculed me. She never once said, "God, again?" Because she had my original, and then she had the one with the red, and now she has the one with this. And someone walked by. So, see? Never by yourself. Oh, now he distracted me. Through the power of magic editing, I could go ahead and like be, ba-da-boom, I remember this stuff. But being raw at the beginning and not having the time to completely edit everything, we're just going to keep going. But she, there we go. Claire was just like, she was like, all right, what is it? All right, cool. So what happened to the other one? Oh, okay, that makes sense. So what are you doing for this one? Okay, that's cool. You like this one? Okay, cool. Those are the people you surround yourself with. Those are the people who support you. Those are the people who are going to let you grow. That's the thing. I don't stay around people who don't let me grow. Anyone who starts ridiculing me or telling me that I'm, you know, spending too much time or too much effort on, you know, something new, or not spending enough time, God, why are you always changing? Don't be around those people. Those are people who justify decay. Those are people who justify stagnation. They like not doing anything. Those are people who hate their fucking lives and hate their fucking jobs, and yet go home and play video games and go to bed and wake up the next day to go hate their lives. Don't be like those people. I mean, go home and play video games. I like those. But anyway. So we're confident in our ability to endure and to adapt, which gives us the power to see our commitments through to the end. If I commit, which, like I said, 99 out of 100 times, I don't commit to something. But if I commit, I know I can see it through to the end. And that's because I'm always alone, but I'm never by myself. I always know I'm the only one with the power over my thoughts and my actions and my choices, but they do influence other people. Lock alone, it's really a form of freedom, because in the Lock tribe, there is no loneliness. We're not lonely because we don't assume that other people need to care about us. We don't need to be important to other people because we are enough for our own lives. We train ourselves, and you do have to train. We train ourselves to be stronger and more competent each year. So that loneliness fades over time. We don't need that person to say good morning, because we have that good morning song that we wake up to, and it's always a good morning, whether that other person calls or not. It takes the pressure off of them as well. And we understand that walking your own path is peaceful and empowering. You're not being shunned or hated or rejected, and even if that's the other person's intention, you're walking your path, which means you're at peace and you're going somewhere. It's empowering. Social pressures do not stress us. Now, I can genuinely care about you while not giving a shit what you think about me. That's perfectly healthy. In fact, that's mature. And that is truly free. I can be completely free to care about you, at the same time be completely free to never get hurt by you. And that's pretty awesome. But I'm never by myself, okay? So all of society is mutual teamwork. All of society, all of it, okay? I mean, there is no human being on the planet who doesn't interact with another human being. We even in tribal states, even in those you know, hermits, I almost said hobbit, they still have to interact from time to time, not to mention, you know, if you're using stuff like phones or clothes made by another person, or shampoo and conditioner made by somebody else, or electricity, you are interacting with somebody else. You are in a team. We already have like millions and millions of people creating the systems for our success, okay? Like Lock Tribe really understands this, okay? Neighbors who agree to respect our living areas. Fellow drivers who agree to follow a set of rules for the road. I'm driving down 55 miles per hour. There are 2 little strips of yellow paint, and then someone else is driving the opposite way at 50 miles per hour. And yet, I can trust that they are going to stay within their lines, and I'm going to stay within my lines. That is an amazing blessing to Lock Tribe. We are already aware of how blessed we are to have these systems in place for us. How about the coworkers who agree to conduct themselves in professional ways? If I have an issue at work, I know who and how I can contact and get the help that I need. That's amazing. We have bosses who agree to pay us for our time. Now, if you are agreeing to be an employee and you are agreeing to minimum wage, that is you agreeing. That is not your boss's fault. That is you. Okay? So let's just draw the line right there. You agreed to work for blank amount and your boss has paid you blank amount. That's amazing. And how about the emergency services who agree to protect us from dangers? Like that's awesome. And of course, governments who uphold laws and regulations. I am very thankful for the protection that my government and the emergency services provide for me. That's just, the Lock reality, okay? Because Lock Tribe, we're very intelligent and we understand that we are a global community now and we are able to appreciate that it's not about the little family on the farm anymore, because we don't grow our own food and produce our own electricity and only talk to maybe 12 people our entire lifetime anymore. We are global, and especially if you're watching this, you're global. You are part of the global tribe. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that awesome? Like, yay! We're just fucking awesome. Totally. Yes, some people are not going to agree, and I threw this in here because, look, more people follow the laws than break them. Okay? More neighbors respect your lawn than trespass. Don't go telling me about the news this or the one time that. Okay? For every night someone walked on your lawn, how many nights didn't someone walk on your lawn? Okay? Look, the vast majority of drivers get home incident free. Sure, I'm driving down and someone else could tailgate me or could, sideswipe me or head on collision with me. Yes, that has happened from time to time. But the vast majority of drivers get home incident free. Okay? And governments are only as coordinated as the people running them. So don't be giving me crap about the government or crap about the politicians or crap about when I was a child it was so much better. Okay, don't be giving me that crap. Because more people than not are fucking awesome. Okay? For some reason, it's popular to look at the one thing that went bad and forget about the 12,999 good things. Lock Tribe accepts reality, and the reality is more good than bad happens every single day around the globe. Another reason why we're always happy. Because guess what? We've got a lot more reasons to be happy than reasons not to be happy. Lock Tribe accepts reality. So, if you have the muscle of seeing that one thing and staying on it more than not, don't worry about it. Okay? We are, designed by nature to do that way because, if we remember the bad thing, we're less likely to do it, right? And not remembering the good thing, that's okay because we're more likely to do it anyway. So it's a muscle, especially in modern society. You got to understand, turn off the news, turn off the gossip columns, because those are the people who are just making profit off of your fear. All right, so it's kind of a balance, okay? You're always alone, but you're never by yourself. And they do work together, okay? So by alone, you need to define your personal values. And you need to craft your personal goals. You got to take care of your diet and exercise routine. And you got to have a hobby that gives you an escape and rejuvenates you, okay? That's something you got to do alone. That is your responsibility alone. Nobody else can tell you what your values are. Nobody else can tell you what your goals are. Nobody else can force your diet or your exercise. And nobody else can rejuvenate you. You got to find a hobby to do that. But you're never by yourself, okay? You market your business with a team. You recruit experts to make business decisions. And you'll always be recruiting new customers, especially when, your service or your widget is in demand, okay? So you're never by yourself. You're always constantly dealing with other people. Never alone. Sorry, always alone. Never by yourself. Lock alone. That's really that hashtag. It's just lock alone. So, how are we doing so far? We're doing awesome? Awesome. All right, so here are some things. Like, I don't have any employees. Okay, well, alone, you would have to open and close your business each day because you don't have any employees. You have to provide the best emotional experience for each customer because people buy emotion. And you'd have to create your lock budget and follow it every month. That's something you got to do by yourself. but you're never by yourself, okay? So find free clinics for legal advice. Find CPAs that will take their fee out of your tax refund. Go find businesses that will let you advertise for free or do an exchange of some kind. And ask customers to spread the word. Always, 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 always network. Always, always, always talk to people. 8 billion, billion people. Never by yourself. How about the I have an online business? Okay, well, alone, you have to create your content, right? And alone, you have to research what your brand identity is. And you'll have to build a schedule that you can keep for at least a year. I mean, that's why this whole lock journey is a year. I want you to really see at what pace businesses actually grow. Never by yourself. You can hire digital assistants. You can pay for advertising with real-time feedback of traffic generation. You can contact other webmasters and ask them what's trending in their stores. And you can just hire. Whatever it is you need, just hire people. How about the I don't need all that, I'll keep my job? That's absolutely, you can choose to do, keep doing what you're doing. Absolutely. Just choose which accounts will reflect your values and stick to it. Remember, lock is reality, worth is legacy, invest is growth, and flow is freedom. So as long as you stick to them, you're good. Okay, so if you're at your job, well, if you're alone, make sure you're well rested. Make sure you show up 10 minutes early for your shift, that you are well groomed and professionally dressed. You provide a positive emotional environment. I mean, take pride. It's your choice. You chose it, right? But never by yourself. So communicate with your coworkers to create a safe work environment. Follow all company rules and guidelines. Treat all customers and vendors with a positive and moral demeanor. And, complete all tasks given to you. That's what you should be doing. Clear it out. I know I'm going through a lot, and I'm super totally excited to be starting trucking class tomorrow. So it'll be awesome. But let's keep going for this one. You are alone, okay? Billions of people are earning and spending unconsciously. To them, your new vocabulary will seem foreign and offensive. Some people associate finances with emotional pain. Now, if you've been struggling for years living paycheck to paycheck, you might be resentful of your income. It's okay to lock yourself into a cave and focus on your lock. You'll run into many types of people on your lock journey. You'll have the advice givers. Everyone has an opinion, and everyone just knows that their advice is best for your situation. Even if they've never done what you're doing, they will preach to you how you must do it their way for the best results. And when you tell them you're going to stay your course, they get mad at you. Those are just the advice givers. Then there's the negatives. These are people who shut down every idea you have. There's no advice. They're just shutting it down. They live a life of contraction, okay? They've given up on their lives, and anyone who wants a life without settling is a threat to them. See, my brain doesn't see that vocabulary anymore. I've trained it well. But yeah, they've settled. So they cut down every idea, every action, and dismiss any small success. And, they need you down on their level since they are never going to raise their lives. Then you have the positives. These people are just unhelpful. Really, they're unhelpful. They have a happy quote for every occasion, and they always support you with their well wishes and thoughts. Try paying your bills with that. When it comes time to take action for them to help your business, they do nothing. They just give an empty smile and quickly leave the conversation. They don't subscribe to your channel. They don't buy your product. They don't come by your store. They just, thoughts and wishes, always with you. Want the best. Ha ha. Oh, you're great. Okay. Oh, what? I'm supposed to do something. Bye. These people are just completely unhelpful. There's no helpful advice, like only empty words and quotes that every single thing basically translates to, I'm not going to help you, but I still want you to like me. These people are not helpful. Now, it will happen, okay? You're going to find an action taker. You will find that person who, as you're talking about your newest project, will cut you off and say, how do I get in? I need that in my life. The unexpected, hey, I'll buy 2,500 of your widgets. Can I have them in 2 weeks? These are people who have a need and understand that you have a solution. They will catch you off guard when you're so used to rejection, and that's okay, because you're going to have a lot of the other people, but they will find an action taker. Now, here are the offers. Okay? They have a partnership to offer you that they just know will benefit you both. They will wine and dine you like crazy. And if you're not focused on your lock goals, they can quickly get you swept up into something you never intended to get into. This is how many newly successful people lose their first millions. Okay? You recruit people to build your lock goals. Don't get distracted by the offers, because everyone has them. The nonprofits, okay? At every business meeting, there are people there just asking for money. They don't want a hard money loan. They want you to donate to them. They each have the greatest sob story you've ever heard, and they each insist that they're not asking for a lot, really. They are relentless in telling you how much their cause needs help. So what I do is I always offer my services free of charge to help them build a business model. I give a hand up, not a handout. And you're going to have the noobs, okay? These are the people who have read all the books, and they know all the top names and stories. They love to organize and plan and organize and plan and organize and plan everything for years to come. They are full of great world-changing ideas. They know all the greatest quotes and trivia facts. But they've never done a real deal or recruited an actual repeat customer. And they always... Don't get more real than that. And they always have a stack of business cards. Dimitri just licked the window. Oh, dying. He's horrible. Yeah. But the noobs, they always have a stack of business cards. Look. Business cards might have been cool in like the 80s. No. If you're going to do business with someone, you don't want their fucking business cards. You want their number. You want that contract. You want that meeting. If you're going to do business with somebody. And if you're not, the business card really nowadays is just either the I'm too ashamed of my project or too, unconfident in my project. I don't want to actually get a sale or a close. So here you go and hopefully you close yourself. Or it's the I want you to stop talking, but I don't want to tell you that. So here you go and go away now. That's all cards have turned into. I don't take business cards and I don't give business cards. If you want to do a deal, let's meet at a coffee shop and do a deal. If you don't want to do a deal, hey, have a great day. Love you. Go on. I don't do business cards. Now, I want you to think about the different types of people that you've seen, the different types of people that you've associated with. Do you identify as being one of those people? Really stop and think. Just stop, think. How are you affecting other people? That's a lot of people. How many are you actually affecting? Look, they don't have to like you because most of them aren't going to do business with you anyways. Don't go to a business networking event and try to network with every single person there. Okay? There are 200 to 5,000 of them. Don't do that to yourself and don't do that to them. They don't have to like you. Because trust me, business deals get done between people who don't like each other all the time. Because I may not like you the person, but if I know that your business or service serves me and my business, we're going to do a deal or two. And on the flip side, you don't have to like them because, they wouldn't make a good fit for your lock goals. Look, I have done business deals with people that I would never hang out with personally. And I have hung out personally with people that I would never do a business deal with. You don't have to like them. They don't have to like you. But there is always that respect. And Lock Tribe accepts the reality. We are all human. We are all a global tribe. We all deserve basic human rights. And being treated with respect is a basic human right. Okay? So you don't have to like them. But you do have to respect them. Like you don't. You don't have to like them. Okay? I know some people are like going crazy over this and saying, oh, you're just telling everybody to be a complete prick. And no, I'm not. Because trust me, you can be the nicest person in the world and give your all to people and they still don't like you. Okay? Them not liking you is on them. You not liking them is on you. If you don't like somebody and you want to explore it, ask yourself why you don't like them. Sometimes I go to a business meeting and I don't like this person at first, and I'm just, what the hell? And then as they start talking and I start picking it up, I'm realizing, yeah, their stories contradict, or they just seem a little too cocky, like they're not actually speaking the truth. Just little things like that just tell me, not for me, really not for me. So you don't have to like them, okay? And I say this more to my lady friends than to my guy friends. I really do, because ladies, how many times have you heard, you're too pretty to cry, don't talk back to your mother, all those little things we've been told from literally infancy. We're taught that we have to care if other people are happy or sad. And in business, handling your finances, taking control of your freedom, you don't have to like people. Now, build organically, okay? Because Lock Tribe accepts reality. I know that social media seems really cool and awesome, and everybody has a social media service now, but build organically, because ultimately, Facebook was built with people who knew people. I mean, seriously. Now, if you're not trying to build the next Facebook, don't worry about it. So let's go to the scale that you can, acknowledge. When you're at your job and you want a raise, you build organically. You show up on time. You make sure that your bosses start seeing you and start knowing your name. You make sure your coworkers know your name and know that you're somebody that they can rely on. Before you ask for the raise, you build organically. If you just went and made 5,000 flyers and threw them around the office saying, I deserve a raise, you're going to get the raise? It's the same mentality, people. Just because it's social media instead of a newspaper, instead of person to person, it doesn't change the fact that people interact with people, okay? So always build organically, whatever it is you're doing. Always alone, never by yourself, okay? Only you are in your head, but your actions do influence others, and that's really bringing it full circle. I really want you to think on this for the week and try to identify where you would go with that. Okay. You guys have been fantastic. And I want you, next time that you're alone, turn off the music, turn off keep the phone off, just take everything off, and really just feel what it's like to be alone. You're alone. And that's when you're going to hear yourself. Are you going to be sad? Are you going to be happy? Are you going to be angry? Just feel it, but stay alone. And allow yourself to be alone. And know that in this moment, nobody controls you. Nobody has influence over you because you're alone. And if you can find the freedom and you can find the power in that and take it with you when you're in front of other people, when you're in front of a crowd, when you're in a busy work situation, you're going to succeed at Lock a lot better. Because you are all you need in your head. What the? Oh, oops. I am so sorry, baby. I forgot to plug you in. See, I got so distracted. Let's do that before my laptop dies. Once again, showing the reality of business, not editing out real life. Why is it not? Okay, now it is. Okay. Why are you... There we go. Sorry, people. Huh. Still doing it. I guess it's still too low. Anyway, I'm hoping that's not affecting... Oh, it is affecting the screen because you are watching the screen, huh? Alright, sorry, people. But, just like you saw in this moment, it wasn't a crisis. I had a situation, I adapted. I had a situation, I adapted. And when you understand that you alone are in your head, you alone interpret the situation, you alone adapt to the situation, if you can find that power and bring it with you in what you do every day, being around other people, you will succeed a lot better at controlling your finances and controlling your freedom. Because we are enough. We are enough. Yeah, we're going to learn. Yeah, we got some trials, but we're enough. Now, they mean well, okay? When you start finding the power of being alone, you're gonna start realizing just how many people live a life where they are not alone ever, okay? That's called dependency, emotional dependency, financial dependency. You will find that some of the most loving people will oppress you the most. They think that love is about oppressing you. It is the caring parent that sabotages their kids' attempts at success out of the parents' fears. It is the lover who sabotages your efforts because they don't want to see you get hurt. It is, the friend that is going to sabotage your networking because they don't want to lose you from their life. I mean, they can care about you and still hurt you. All right, so it is up to you to be locked alone so that you can detour, so that no one can detour you from your lock goals. Now, trust me, once you're successful, these loving people will tell you that they had you, that they were rooting for you the entire time. Because to them, they were rooting for you. They were rooting for you in the only way they knew how. Okay, so understand, they mean well. They care about you greatly. They just are prisoners of their own settling, of their own contracting their entire life. So I really want you to embrace the power of being alone and knowing that you are enough, because we are enough. There's enough of us out there. It is a global tribe to handle your finances, to handle your emotions, which is really all it translates to. Handling emotions is handling your money, because people buy emotions. So when you can be alone and that is enough, people aren't going to be able to persuade your money away from you. You are going to be consciously choosing when and how you make your money and when and how you spend your money. And that is an amazing power and an amazing freedom. So we are going to go back over to the last slide. All right, now we are organically growing ourselves. As you can see, our subscribers has been growing. And I know that's a total contradiction of how I just said that we went from 18 down to 12 down to 11. And that's going to happen. We've created the slides and it had been growing steadily. And when I'm recording it, it's going down. And probably by the time you see this, it's gone back up again. That's the business of life. And that's why we stay emotionally stable, because we know that business goes up and down. Now, when someone subscribes to the channel, I have purchased some Lock Tribe keychains. They're a bottle opener or a tire gauge that I will give out to people to say thanks, and a hat that I will give out to say thanks. I'm old school. I like to shake the hand of my subscriber and hear their life story. I like to know that my material is helping them, affecting them. And feedback is important to me. I'm building this Lock channel, for you, the Lock Tribe. So please, comment on the videos when you can. Hop onto a live broadcasting and ask questions. And if I don't get to it the first time, ask again. Just, let's get out there. Now, as we get super big, we'll get into other social medias. But for now, let us enjoy and celebrate that we're a genuine, organic community of awesome people. We are a community. And while most of you are hearing about these episodes from me verbally and haven't yet gone to YouTube to check them out, or I personally have a lot of friends who don't do social media. They don't have a Facebook or an Instagram or a YouTube. I'm really not into the social media scene because it's just so fake and superficial and juvenile that doesn't serve my life. So for all of you fake juvenile badasses that are helping me be awesome, I appreciate you. Because, hey, life is a balance of everything. I know I'm the uncool, boring person who all I do is, learn and make money. But, hey, I'm cool with that. I'm totally cool with my life situation. Yeah, you guys have been absolutely awesome. I appreciate you greatly. Please subscribe, please share, because that does allow us to help other people and to get better endorsements to just do other events, because eventually these will be going into events where we get together so that like-minded people can, talk and associate. But I do want it to be in a way where it's not, boring conversations, because my style of get together is more like barbecue, outdoor concert kind of feel. So that's more likely what our gatherings are going to be like. So we'll see. All right, I'm at my 40 minutes. So you guys stay awesome. I will see you in the next episode. Bye. Oh, if I can. Why did it do that? Hold on.